All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. We're gonna learn today. All right. You, Mr. Kevin Hart, for a minute here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Welcome to your life. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Cruising with the Case Handler, a show about a very prominent and the most celebrated personal injury attorney on the station, off the station, around the nation, also, of course, on Facebook, and yes, within the Caribbean community. That attorney, his name is Adam Handler. That attorney, his name is the Beast. That attorney, his name is the Shark. That attorney, his name is the Hot Stepper. That attorney is on the show with me right now. That attorney is a partner at the firm PPID. That attorney is the man. That attorney has a guest today, or I have a guest today on the show that attorney has truly helped. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cruising with a Case Handler, a show on personal injury and immigration. Today's focus will be on personal injury. Today's focus will demonstrate that Adam Handler is the only attorney that you will ever need. God forbid you get hurt in an accident. If you're in the New Jersey, New York area, make sure you note the number 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. That's the number he's pointing at because we are on Facebook. David Squeeze Annakie on his page, The Case Handler. Make sure you check out also his webpage, thecasehandler.com. Check out PPID's page also at ppid.com. Ladies and gentlemen, turn up your radios. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you none other than The Case Handler, Adam Handler.
Wow.
How you doing today,
What
man?
an introduction. My goodness gracious. I feel like I should be coming behind the curtain, like when Johnny Carson or Leno used to come out. That's pretty cool, man. Thanks for the introduction. Appreciate the love, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you. It is Tuesday, the 12th of January, 2021. Things are good, feeling good. Squeeze is back on U.S. soil after some time back home on Jamrock Island. Welcome home, Squeeze. I'm sure you're happy to be home, but also not happy to be home. But we'll do our best to make you feel loved here. Ladies and gentlemen, again, my name is Adam Handler. I am an attorney. I've been practicing law for over 17 years. I've been practicing personal injury for most of that time. And for most of that time as well, I've been servicing the Caribbean community. It's certainly the community that's embraced me. It's certainly the community that I've embraced back. And it's been a wonderful marriage. We do our best here at PPID to give you top quality, exceptional legal services. We understand that when you come to our firm with a case, that's your one and only shot to get it right. There, especially in personal injury, there are no redos. You can never reopen a personal injury case once it's settled. That's why you got to make sure that you can get the maximum amount the first time around and get it right the first time around. With respect to personal injury, of course, with respect to immigration, you don't want to play, right? You don't want to mess with that. You don't want to tempt fate. You know, if you want to legalize your status here in the United States and become a part of this wonderful society and literally change your family's narrative for generations to come, you know, don't do it yourself. Don't go with that lawyer down the street that somebody recommended. Go with the pros. Go with exceptional attorneys. And I've been using that word exceptional for the past couple of weeks now. We can't say we're the best, right? Lawyers should never say they're the best. Nobody should ever say they're the best. Maybe Usain Bolt can say he's the best. Maybe Michael Jordan could say he's the best. But lawyers should certainly never say they're the best. But we are exceptional attorneys that do exceptional legal work. Let me give out the phone number a couple of times, and then let's get to the task at hand, letting you know how we can change your life if, God forbid, you're ever faced with a disaster situation. Our phone number is 844-774-3529, 844-774-3529, or easy to remember, 844-PPID Law. PPID is the initials of the firm, Pollack, Isaac, Seco. If you're listening on 93.5 FM right now, thank you so much. Good morning to you. We really sincerely appreciate it. There are other things you could be listening to right now, other people that you could be talking to right now, But your fact that you're here with us means the world to us. If you can safely do so now or safely do so later, take it one step further. Check us out on social media. Right now, we're streaming on Facebook Live. We also post later to our Instagram page. And it's a wonderful way to be connected to our firm, connected to my practice, be connected to the case handler, on your phone or your computer by truly seeing what we're all about, not just hearing what we're all about, but seeing with your own eyes what we're all about. It's the case handler on Facebook or the case handler on IG. We love to post true life success stories on our social media platforms and sometimes on this show, because we truly believe that you should not only take the word of the attorneys broadcasting. Listen, this is an advertisement, right? We like to give information, so maybe it's more of an infotisement, but we are here promoting our practice. Squeeze is here promoting my practice. He's doing it because he believes in us. He's doing it because he believes in me. He's doing it because he's been promoting me in one way or another since 2005. But take the word of those who have come before you that never expected in a million years that they'd get into that terrible accident, that never expected that they'd sustain that injury heading to work or at work or on the way home from work. But take it from those people that made that call to our firm when something terrible happened, right? That called PPID, that called the case handler, and we made it right. I say it all the time. When you become injured in an accident, you are a victim, right? You're a victim of negligence. You're a victim of somebody failing to do something to keep you safe. But rest assured, when it comes time to compensate you fairly for the injuries you have, when it comes time to compensate you fairly for your outstanding medical bills, your time out of work, and your pain and suffering, the insurance company is not going to do right by you unless you force them to do right by you. So you stand to become that victim twice.
And how do you do that? How do you force them to do right by you?
How do you force them? Well, Squeeze, you should know how you force them. You call the case handler.
Exactly.
You call 844 PPID law. You call exceptional attorneys that have experience in these kind of cases, experience in these kind of matters, and also a wonderful reputation in the legal community, especially with the insurance companies that know you don't play and you're going to fight for every penny that your client's entitled to. So again, my name is Adam Handler. I'm your case handler, and Squeeze, I think we got to get to it. I think we got to get to Chris and really find out what's going on here.
Yeah. So once again, folks, if you're just joining us, my name is David Squeeze Annakie, one of the broadcasters on 93.5 WVIP FM and other radio stations around the nation, inclusive of Florida and also up in Hartford. But here we are on Facebook with over 200,000 followers. And also, of course, we will be uploading this to YouTube, multiple YouTube platforms. Adam, in my words, is truly a very honest attorney for all of his clients. Adam truly treats everyone that he deals with like how he would treat his own family, his kids and his wife. All right. And he's a man that will definitely go to the, sorry, I don't do the sugar one. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, he's definitely a man that will fight tooth and nail for you in every capacity when it comes to your case. So I want everybody tuning in. Listen, you've seen the billboards, you've heard multiple attorneys at multiple radio stations and television. But I can honestly tell you this. If you want to get the maximum compensation when you get hurt in an accident, it's only Adam Handler, the case handler. With that said, we do have a guest on the show, Cruisin with the case handler, a show on personal injury today. And that guest, I would like Adam to actually introduce the guest. I will have a few questions for the guest. Evidently, this guest got hurt in an accident. Adam, if you can tell us a little bit about the case, and that you're the attorney that handled the case there at the firm, what transpired, what happened, and then I have a couple of questions for our guest, Chris, that is on the show chillaxing in his mobile, Chris, what's up, man? You good?
Yes, good morning. Good morning.
It's a pleasure to have you on the show, Cruisin with a case handler on 93.5 FM. So, Adam, what really happened? What happened with Chris? How did he end up coming to you, the whole 9 yards? I'm more interested in exactly what happened to him there, how the case panned out.
Well, this, I said nobody ever expects getting to an accident either on the way to work, at work, or on the way home from work. This is an accident that happened at work. This is one of those construction accidents that we talk about all the time, Squeeze. individual, working on a dangerous construction site, things above you, things below you, obviously situations where you need, the best possible equipment and the best possible protection to prevent an injury to you. And this was a failure of that protection. And of course, that's why we're here today. The accident was nearly 3 years ago. I can't believe it, Chris.
Wow.
January of 2017, long time.
Yes.
The case settled last year, but we're bringing this case, part of Testimonial Tuesday today. So obviously, thank you so much, Chris, for coming on. I mean, this is a gentleman that, I don't want to say we've been done with him, but his case has been wrapped up for a while. So the fact that he still cares enough about our firm, is dedicated enough to our practice to come on this show, we are so grateful, Chris. Thank you so much. But
thank you for coming, Chris.
Chris was on a construction site. He's a steel worker, and he's on some scaffolding, wood scaffolding. Essentially, scaffolding is just planks set up to help somebody work on an elevated level. And the scaffolding collapsed. This guy fell, 7-8 feet down to the ground. And then his coworker who was with him fell on top of him. He injured his right leg, and he was taken to Jamaica Hospital Medical Center, where he was treated and released that day. Now, again, we talk about these construction accidents. They are, they can be so deadly. And, the very specialized cases that we're able to help clients with because of those special laws are the cases in which you fall off something or something falls onto you. It's almost strict liability against the owner of the property and the general contractor, because for safety reasons, you should have secure ladders, secure scaffolds. Things being hoisted above you should be secure and not able to just drop down. And this is a case that the scaffolding was not properly set up, was insufficient for the job at hand, and obviously collapsed. So it's kind of like the proof is in the pudding. It collapsed because it wasn't properly set up right.
But what was the injury?
So he hurt his right leg. He had a tear in the knee. Also had an injury to his lower back. He did about a year to year and a half of physical therapy. No surgery. There was no surgery to his knee. A lot of times we see these cases in which somebody's got that knee injury, the knee tear, that they have to operate to repair it. Luckily, the physical therapy and some pain management injections were able to get him back to nearly 100%. But this was a struggle. It was a struggle for a couple reasons. Number one, he was out of work for over a year. So we had to make sure that we got him compensation for all his time out of work. And then he had medical bills, the hospital, the physical therapy, the orthopedic, the pain management, the MRI. We had to get those paid as well. And then, of course, we had to get something for him, pain and suffering. So Squeeze, we were able to get for Chris, who's also calling him Charles, $100,000. $100,000 tax-free for this gentleman. No surgery, construction accident, excellent result. And we were just talking before we went on the radio, an excellent result, especially these days. I mean,
You got 1,000 of these? That's what he got? 1,000 of these?
No, I think he got more of those. He got, what is it? 100? No, 1,000 hundreds is 100,000?
100, and he got 1,000 of these. 100,000.
Oh, 100. Yeah. Okay. I haven't had some coffee yet, man. All I know is my man is sitting in an Alfa Romeo right now. All right. We'll talk about that hot car he's got in a minute, but it's all good. And we're so happy that he came on the show today. And Squeeze, before we get to the actual testimonial on the Facebook, why don't you ask Chris a couple of questions right now?
Yeah. So Chris, first things first. I mean, how did the firm treat you? How did Adam treat you? I mean, how did everybody treat you? I wanted to find out about it. How did that all transpire? How did all that come about?
They treat me very well, from the ladies from the front desk to the people in the office, everybody.
Okay.
Very well.
And listen, let me ask you, are they really like family? People
Yes.
say, every client that I have ever spoken to, and I've spoken to quite a bit, they have all said that Adam especially will call them out of the blue. Just call to check
Yes.
on them, find out if they're okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's true.
what is this guy calling you for? Sometimes he call you and it's not even about legal, right?
Yes, just to check up on you, see if you're okay, and all that.
All right. Tell me about the accident. What was going through your mind when you fell? What was going through your mind when you ended up in the hospital? And what happened right after?
When I fell, I was in a lot of pain and I could barely walk. And then after that, I went to the hospital, and then my grandfather he recommended me to call a law office, and that was Adam Handler.
And you didn't get any surgery or anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay. Listen, man. And your settlement, you're happy with it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You do know that.
Flip that camera around. Let me see that steering wheel. I love that red button.
Yeah, let's see that steering wheel of that mobile that you got, man.
That red button means you're about to have a party. So I love it. Listen, I always say that a client, you know, when they have a serious case like this and they get a serious amount of money, I always say, you know, do something special for yourself right away. You don't have to go crazy. He's not driving a Ferrari, but you know, get something special for you. You've been through so much. You know, you deserve it. But also, you want to make sure that money lasts. And I'm happy to hear that he certainly has a large chunk of that money left, because it's got to last him. You know, it's gotta make him, you know, make him comfortable enough that he knows that, you know, it's not gonna have to worry about a cell phone bill being paid. He wants to go to a nice meal, he can do that. You know, he has a doctor's appointment that he may need to pay for because the insurance won't cover it. You know, it's all there for him. And in addition to the $100,000, we got him all his time out of work paid, and of course the medical bills paid. So, you know, really,
yes, thank you, Adam.
Really a wonderful, wonderful job.
Hold up, Adam. Hold up. Yeah. So you got this $100,000, and you also got a time out of work paid, and you also got your medical bills paid.
Yes.
All three areas.
Yes.
Adam did that.
Yes.
Well,
yes,
in all clarity, you know, Matt Goodstein, my associate, you know, we work on cases together. It's a team, truly a team effort here. Matthew took the lead on this one, and he came into my office and he said, "Dude, I just got Charles $100,000." And I'm like, 100,000, like, you know, that was
plus his salary, plus his medical bills paid.
I was like,
that's a lot of money.
That was a good one. You know, there's not too many things that surprise
me. But no surgery.
Not too many things that surprised me in this practice. But when Matt rolled in and let me know that news, I was like, dude, look at you. Look at you. You know, good stuff.
Matt Goodstein.
Yeah. We have a great picture that we took. You got to give me the co-host.
Yeah, I give you the co-host.
We took a great picture when this case settled. This is back in September of 2019. Damn, I forgot how long ago this was. And the fact, again, that he's on this show, you know, over a year later, still, you know, happy with the result, happy with our services, means the world to me. I mean, that's so awesome. Thank you so much for coming on. You can see a picture right here.
Yeah, I see that.
No masks, of course. That was during a simpler time.
Oh, Chris is a big guy.
Yeah. And $100,000 right there. He's got the big check in the hand. He's got the little check in that envelope. And, you know, he had a great quote. The quote was, "They are swift, efficient, and got the job done." So we're so happy to have done that for you. Really means the world to us that you allowed us to be your lawyer. You know, there's so many lawyers out there advertising, practicing, telling you that, you know, they're the guys or the gals to go to. But the fact that you know, listen to your grandfather, who's been listening to me for many years on this radio station, truly means the world to us. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you.
No problem.
I appreciate you, Chris, coming on the show and letting people know what it is that the law firm of PPID, or the case handler itself, has done for you. I'm going to give you a minute to actually say anything you would like to say to the potential millions of listeners that we have at 93.5 and also on Facebook. In your own words, what you feel about Adam Handler, Matt Goodstein, and the firm, and the case handlers themselves. So I'd like for you to just tell the people who are tuning in what you feel, what you thought, what you believe, in your own words, and how you feel right there, sitting in your Alfa Romeo.
I would like to recommend everybody to go to Adam. They get the job done fast, efficient, and there's no complaint. Whenever they got any type of issues, they call you, handle everything. Everything's good. Right. You're in good hands. You're in good hands, people.
Definitely good hands. And that's the voice of Chris, also known as Chris, okay? And the Alfa Romeo man. With that said, there's something very important I need for you to do before you go. do you mind starting that car and revving the engine for me?
Okay.
Press that red button there, right there. Yeah. Let me hear that rev, man.
Yeah. Oh, listen to that. Beautiful, beautiful. Well,
Beautiful.
listen, certainly I'm
Thanks a
down
lot for being here, Chris.
Yeah,
Really appreciate it.
I'm down with PPID. Squeeze, I know you're down with PPID.
Come on, you know.
Chris, you're down with PPID, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Good to hear. It's good to hear. Well, we'll let you go. I know you got a busy morning. I'm so happy that, we were able to get you back on track, really able to, get you that life-changing money for that life-changing injury. That was definitely a tough year for you, but it certainly looks like you're doing really well right now. So for myself and Matthew, thank you so much. Job well done all around. And thank you again for coming on the show and letting everybody know, how you felt the case handler team treated you during your case. So thanks again, my brother. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chris. And take care of that PD, man. Inside one.
Okay.
Take care of that PD. All right. We'll talk soon.
Okay.
All right. No problem. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Chris. A true success story of the case handler. We are live today, Tuesday, January the 12th. This is not a tape. I repeat, this is not a tape. And everyone out there, we don't know if and when we're going to get into an accident, but one day it will happen, maybe to you, maybe to a family member, maybe to a friend, maybe to a foe. Dial the number, store the number. The number is 844-774-3529. I implore each and everyone across the terrain in New Jersey, in New York, dial the number and store it. You want the best attorney, in my opinion. I can say it, you can't say it. Adam said, well, no one can say they're the best. Dude, come on, man. I've known you for over 50 freaking years.
Long time, man.
I can say it because it's true. And I say that without any apology. All right. 844-774-3529. That's his number. Dial it now, store it now, pass it on to someone else. Text it to as many people as you know. 844-774-3529. That's the number for that case handler. Also, I would like to remind you that the firm that is a partner at PPID also will handle your immigration case. Yep. Yes, they've been around for 60 solid years. There's absolutely no other firm that you should be going to when it comes to your immigration issues. Make the call, 844-PPID-LAW. That's 844-PPID-LAW. Adam, and you seem like you get so happy when you're helping your clients. Your face just lights up. I mean, it's rare that you find people who are happy working the way you do.
I just love what I do. I was saying this to somebody the other day. When you can find a profession that you thoroughly enjoy, and it's a win-win-win-win, right? Because remember, listen, I'm an attorney. I love to help people. It's in my blood. I'm third generation. My family's been practicing law in New York City for nearly 100 years. But when I win for the client, I win for my family as well. It's truly a win all around, and it gives me a high. I mean, it really does. When I'm able to, to hand somebody $100,000 check, I just feel so good because I know that it's a job well done. I know that that person had one shot to get it right, and we crushed it. Let's look at anything else. You have pride in your profession, pride in your work, and when you do a good job, you feel good and you smile. I mean, do you think this guy ever thought in a million years that all of a sudden the scaffolding he was working on was going to collapse? He was going to fall 7 to 8 feet. And then while he's on the ground, his coworker, who was also on the scaffold, falls on top of him as well? Of course not. Nobody ever expects that to happen. You expect, to be safe, and you expect that your job is going to put you in a safe work condition. But bad things happen to good people. And another thing that's such a wonderful blessing is, think about it. He didn't know who I was. It was his grandfather, right? Yeah. His grandfather's been listening to me for years on this radio station, not only with you, Squeeze, but the other DJs that broadcast later on in the day, right? That have endorsed me for so many years and have said the same wonderful things about me and my practice that you continue to say. So, the fact that a stranger will trust literally, their I don't want to say the life, because that's a little too dramatic, but but trust their one and only shot at compensation, at justice with you is such a high task, a heavy task that we're burdened with. And the fact that we can crush it, that is the best feeling, man. I'm telling you, years ago, somebody interviewed me. What's the best part of your job? Best part of my job is handing you that big check because I know I did my job the right way.
That's what I'm talking about. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're here tuning in to, of course, Adam Handler, the case handler, a partner at the firm Pollack, Isaac, and Musico. We just spoke with Chris, one of his true success stories here on Testimonial Tuesday. I think we should speak with Rudy about having one every Tuesday, man, like live.
Tuesdays are good. Tuesdays or possible? Thursdays. I don't know. We'll have to, because we can always throw it back on Thursday, But yes, I agree. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, listening on this radio station, don't take my word for it. Don't take Squeeze's word for it. Don't take the other DJs on this radio station their word for it. Take the words of those who unfortunately came before you that got in that terrible accident.
And that was a construction accident. That's the other thing.
Accident. Listen, construction accidents. We got to play that jingle you made for me. Construction accidents, car accidents, medical malpractice, nursing home accidents, trip and fall, slip and fall. You get hurt. I don't care how it's happened. We're going to represent you. We're going to be, zealous advocates fighting for you and your family, making sure you're not that victim twice. So again, take our number down or just remember the case handlers out there for you and out there for you and your family if God forbid you ever need us. Again, my name is Adam Handler. I'm an attorney. I'm a partner of Pollack, Isaac, Musico. They call me the case handler. I personally have recovered over $130 million from my clients over the course of my career. We got some monster multi-million-dollar cases coming up this year, Squeeze. You're not going to believe the numbers that you're about to hear from some of these very, very serious accidents. And, I always say, you endorse me and I will not let you down.
And let's just remind people that regardless of one's status, regardless of one's immigration status,
correct.
If they do get hurt, they actually should still come to you. And
listen, the phone call is free. You've got nothing to lose, everything to gain. Even if you're not sure if you have a case or you think maybe your status is going to affect it, which it won't, give us a call. I mean, at least know where you stand. Don't just sit around wondering the what ifs. Be proactive. Squeeze, you've always endorsed on this show and your other platforms. You have to be proactive in life, whatever it is. Unless you're moving forward, you're moving backwards.
That is definitely true. And once again, folks, we got a reminder that the show is called Cruising with the Case Handler, a show on personal injury and immigration. We also must remind you that if you are out of status, if you're seeking immigration benefits, if you'd like to know what you can do, what needs to be done, you can call right now for a consultation at the same number, 844-774-3529. Adam's partners are excellent at what they do when it comes to immigration. The firm was built on immigration. Adam took his practice there approximately, 6 years ago to
6
PPID?
Years ago. Yep, 6 years ago, transferred from another firm. I was an associate working for somebody, and I decided, hey, listen, you got to be your own man. You got to be the case handler. And it's been an excellent.
Had to grow up.
It's been a wonderful journey, not only professionally and personally, but I'm able to do things for my clients that I never imagined ever possible because I have full autonomy, full discretion, full decision making, and it's just a wonderful thing.
And the other thing that I like about you, Adam, is the fact that you like being in front in the court. You like being in the courtroom.
I do. I haven't been in the courtroom in a very long time.
I'm the superstar right now. Let me show them what I've got. Yeah. I like that energy about you as a personal injury attorney handling accidents, man. So I must say to everybody out there,
there was a judge. You
want the right man, he's the man.
There's a judge up in the Bronx, so room it would always be packed. The room would be packed, and whenever I came through the door, he would stop everything and go, "Ladies and gentlemen, here comes trouble." Listen, what a good, that's awesome. It was always embarrassing, but awesome.
Listen, man, you are who you are, man, and the fact that you've got approximately 100 years in your generation when it comes to being an attorney. It's incredible, and thank you so much for helping people. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, reach out to him. Dial his number, store his number, 844-774-3529. Thank you so much, Adam. We'll catch up and talk again soon. Peace.
Absolutely, brother.
And our show ends, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, dial this number anyway, Facebook viewers, 844-774-3529 for personal injury and also his partners for immigration. Thank you. Have an amazing Tuesday.